Namaste, yoga friends. Welcome to this week's Kids Yoga Meets Astrology. My name's Doreen Foxwell, and we are going to talk about the planet Mars that has been in retrograde for a couple of months now, has just stationed this week, which means it slowed down and it appeared to almost stop from going backwards to switching directions to going forward. And what that means is an energy shift for your children and everybody. But I'm here to talk to you about how it affects your children. So when Mars is in retrograde, it slows things down. It might make kids feel a lot more lazy and tired, and they don't feel like doing things. They don't want to do things. They're not doing things. But when the planet Mars shifts out of retrograde and starts to go forward like it has this week, this is when things start to move faster in a forward direction. This is when your children will be more motivated to do things like their homework, things that you ask them to do, maybe some chores around the house. All of these things, now you're not going to get so much of an argument with your children. But there is one more thing that the planet Mars does affect with children, and that has to be with if they have anxiety or anger, it is likely to show up more so when Mars is going forward, because Mars pushes things forward very quickly. Although when it was being held back in retrograde, it's like a rubber band where your children might have been feeling stress and feeling like, I just don't understand why I'm feeling this way. And so there might have been a lot of tears and frustration. It's a lot easier to work through once Mars is direct, which it will be now, going forward for the next, I believe it's 2 years. I think it only goes retrograde every 2 years. But to work with your children's, if they have anger or anxiety or that buildup and they just don't understand why they're feeling like they're feeling, any yoga pose, any yoga breath that's in the relaxation mode will help your children. One of my absolute favorite breaths to do for children to get rid of all the outside noise, all the outside stimuli, is where you take your thumbs, you cover your ears, you take your top 2 fingers, you cover your eyes, you take your bottom 2 fingers, you cover your mouth, and you breathe. And you let your children do this based on their age. If they're 5, they can do it for up to 5 minutes. They probably won't, but they can. If they're 10 years old, they can do it for 10 minutes. But even if they do it for a minute or 2, this helps to calm their nervous system, calm everything down, and shut out all the outside noise. And we have a lot of noise in our world. There's a lot of noise for the kids in our everyday lives. And so I hope that this week's Kids Yoga Meets Astrology tip helps your child. I hope you have a beautiful yoga day. Namaste.